Okay, good morning. It's Wednesday, and I thought I would show you a little bit about what I've gotten done this week. It has not been that productive for me. It is my kids' spring break, so I'm busy with them. But I did manage to make this new set of little blank journals, and they all have a pocket like that, end papers, just a simple journal. I'm going to list those for sale on my store. It's a great starter for something like a junk journal, but also it's real slim, so you could just slip it into a bag or a purse. I did 4 different ones, and I'm probably going to make a couple more. But I love these. I'm going to show you a little bit more about how they work. Okay, so they all have a little bit of a holder on the back. This one has flowers, and then there we go. Put that across for a second. And then you open it up and you get the inside and the inside here, pocket in both the front and the back. And then the elastic. And the elastic is big enough that it will hold more if you choose to use this for a junk journal. But it is not so big that it won't hold it together if you're just using it as a writing journal. So 4 different ones. Those will be up soon. Okay. I also glued in to my binding um, a new set of junk journal pages. And so this is the 3 signature junk journal, and it has book pages and some pretty papers, but mostly this one is book pages. I think I did all book pages for this one, and just the end papers for the um, each of the sections is ones that I have printed from my own stash. This one I put envelopes into, so you can use them also to hold your ephemera, but the other side of that envelope is somewhere over here. There we go. So that's kind of fun for these junk journals. This one I didn't do a closure on, but I'm going to use this one as my personal one, so I haven't decided what closure I want. All right, and then the thing I'm now obsessed with, which is these folders. And I will link to the video of the tutorial from the person who I learned this from. And you can see this is just one of my cover sheets. And just by folding and maybe a little bit of minimal cutting and some taping and glue, we now have this beautiful folder. This one is really big, but I was thinking about using it as a greeting card holder for all the greeting cards you get throughout the year. And then I made this one out of the book page. And I folded it in. You could have it as a folder like this, but I just thought the double fold was so pretty. And then I made the envelope out of a different book page. That can go in there. And then this is that same journal that I made the envelope out of. I actually did a book page folder for it, and now I can't get it out of my envelope. Hope I did not glue it in here, which is probably what I did. There we go. All right. Okay, so here's my folder from that book. So you can see that the pages are really wide. And if I wanted to stick them into a journal, I could more easily do that, or another folder if it was double folded like that. All right, and I'll make one of those really quickly here because I've been dying to try it with this paper. I wanted to see if this is something I could make lots of. So I printed from my printables, and I got this flower paper, which is very springy. And now I'm just going to do the scoring. And for this one, I think I'm going to do 1.5 inches on each side. There, one there. And then at the bottom, I was thinking about making this folder have a little bit bigger of a fold. And I think I will do that. I think we're going to give that like 4 inches, let's say. Okay. All right. Right now, I'm going to do the folding to make sure all my folds are good. Yep, good. Okay. Now for this one, I'm going to fold it in. And this one I'm going to fold in. Then I'm going to fold these all up together. Get this nice and crisp here. Okay. And then this one up here, I'm going to fold down here. Fold this one here. All right, and then we'll do the cuts. So we'll just do a little bit of cuts, not too much, just to ease up on the amount you have to glue. So we're going to make a little cut, miter there. And we're going to make one on this side. Just gives it a little bit easier time to stick. And then on this one, I am going to do just a tiny cut here. And then I'm going to go all the way up here and do a tiny bit here. This just debulks it a little bit. So again, go here. All the way up that one place. Little miter here. Okay. We're going to glue down our corners, if I can find a glue. I think the Ultra Bond is working. Just a little bit of glue there. And there. Now my printer won't print to the edge on 12 by 12s. And so this one had a little bit of a white edge around it, but I decided to keep it rather than clip it off. I think it's going to work. We'll see in a minute. And so I wanted to kind of figure out if the white edge will work or not on these. That's a new thing here. Okay, now that we have this done, we are going to take some double-sided tape. It's right here. And I'm going to take a bit of it. Oops, here's my double-sided tape. I'm going to take about that much of it. And I'm going to cut it on the bias here. And then I'm going to stick it down. I want it only on that part and that part. Okay, and on this one, all the way to the edge. Well, no, all the way. There we go. Don't worry, there'll be extra. This is what I thought was the coolest part of this, though. Now, oh, and I forgot to do this in the middle. This 9, 4.5 is where we're going to go. I forgot to score. There we go. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to finish it off with this very cool method. So you just take regular tape. Okay. And these go on top for this part. Okay. And you turn it over so the sticky side is up. And you put it right here. Okay. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, there's that. Wipe out all the glue. Extras. And then, because I have this extra part right here, I am going to add a little bit more of the double-sided tape as well. Like here. Okay. Where are those? Okay. That'll do. And then it's ready to fold up. Isn't that cute? Now you can do a lot of things closure-wise with this. Like I said, if you make the 5x7 one or a bigger one, you can always make one that's good enough to hold all of your cards for the year. I think it has so many uses, and I think these folders are so cute. Really cool method of making them really stick together nicely. I thought that was a fun one. I wanted to share it with all of you. So I hope you're having fun crafting this week. If you like videos like this and you want more of them, please hit that like and subscribe button. Otherwise, on to the next thing.